Most people believe that aging means losing strength, stiffening joints, and eventually sacrificing independence. That is a dangerous, profitable lie. Your body is not broken because of your age. It is broken because of inactivity. Muscles shrink when you don't challenge them. Joints lock when you stop using their full range. Balance fades when you don't train it. But here is the profound, scientifically proven truth. The human body is adaptable at any age. We have seen thousands of adults, from 30 to 70, athletes to beginners, reclaim their strength and move better than people half their age. The secret is not endless walking or basic stretching. It is mastering 5 specific, fundamental human movements. This video reveals those 5 movements backed by science that can literally reverse functional aging, giving you strength, freedom, and resilience. Every movement is a non-negotiable step toward guaranteed independence. Stick around, because movement number 3 is the ultimate independence test. Your ability to pass it literally lowers your risk of early death. All claims are sourced from validated studies like those in the BMJ and European Journal of Preventive Cardiology. Most fitness programs focus only on lower body strength, ignoring the crucial role of upper body grip, shoulder health, and spinal decompression in longevity. Our first essential movement addresses all 3. Movement 1. Hanging. Hanging is not just a gym exercise. It's a profound act of spinal decompression and shoulder integrity. Crucially, it trains grip strength, which researchers use as a direct biomarker of longevity. BMJ studies show that low grip strength is one of the strongest predictors of early death, closely linked to heart disease and cancer. By training your grip daily, you are literally training for a longer life. The shoulder fix. The dead hang gently pulls the shoulder joint back into its socket, promoting circulation and decompressing the space, which is critical for preventing the rotator cuff issues common in aging shoulders. Progressive practice. Beginner. Use a chair or step to support most of your weight. Focus on letting your shoulders gently open. Accumulate 30 seconds total time in 5 to 10 second increments. Intermediate. Full dead hang for 20 to 40 seconds. Focus on keeping your neck long and ribs down to maximize spinal stretch. Aim for 5 minutes of accumulated hang time daily. Advanced. Explore mixed grips, scapular pulls, and single-arm hangs. The takeaway. Find a pull-up bar, a sturdy rail, or even a strong tree branch. Hang daily to decompress your spine, free your shoulders, and literally grip more life. The loss of hip and ankle mobility is a silent killer of independence. Our second movement reclaims the original human resting position, essential for survival and vitality. Movement 2. The deep squat. The deep squat is not an exercise. It is a fundamental human movement. When you lose the ability to deep squat, you lose ankle mobility, hip function, spinal health, and eventually, your independence. The survival test. The sitting rising test, SRT, first published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology, demonstrated that people who struggled to sit and rise from the floor were 5 times more likely to die within 6 years. The deep squat is the foundation of passing this test. Reclaiming full range. Deep squatting forces the full range of motion in your ankles, knees, and hips, lubricating the joints and preventing the lock-up stiffness caused by years of sitting in chairs. Progressive practice. Beginner. Hold on to a secure object like a door frame or couch for support. You can also elevate your heels on books or a prop to make the position easier. Accumulate 2 to 5 minutes daily in the squat position. Intermediate. Squat unassisted, focusing on keeping your chest tall and spine neutral. Get comfortable enough to read or relax in this position. Aim for 15 to 20 minutes accumulated time daily. Advanced. Explore different stances, narrow, wide, and spend 30 minutes across the day, making the squat your natural resting position. The takeaway. Your squat is not optional. It is survival training. Reclaim this deep resting position and you reclaim your youthful mobility. The ability to get down to the floor and back up again is the absolute line between long-term dependence and independence. Our third movement is a direct daily challenge to preserve your freedom. Movement 3. Sit to stand progression, the freedom metric. This movement challenges your core strength, lower body power, and balance, the exact complex blend of skills you need to maintain autonomy. The SRT score impact. The same sitting rising test that measures squatability also measures your ability to transition. Every point you lose on the test correlates to a 21% higher risk of death. Training this movement is literally lowering your risk of early mortality. The muscle requirement. This requires peak activation of your glutes and quads, the muscles most susceptible to aging, while stabilizing the core, demanding power and control simultaneously. Progressive practice. Beginner. Sit on a sturdy chair and stand up without using your hands for assistance. Focus on driving through your heels. Over time, aim to lower the height of the surface you sit on. Intermediate. Lower yourself to a low stool or the floor with control, using your hands only for support during the transition. Focus on improving the efficiency and smoothness of the movement. Advanced. Practice full cross-legged sits and kneeling positions, rising from the floor without using your hands or any support, the full SRT. Explore various transitional flows to challenge your mobility. The takeaway. If you can stand from the floor without help, you are actively lowering your risk of early death and securing your independence. You must train this critical transition daily. Stiff hips are not just uncomfortable. They are a direct cause of poor balance, increased fall risk, and chronic back pain. Our fourth movement is your foolproof life insurance policy against age-related disaster. Movement 4. Hip mobility flow. Hip mobility involves more than just stretching. It requires training the full internal and external rotation capabilities of the hip joint. Falls are the #1 way aging robs people of independence, and stiff hips are a primary cause. The fracture threat. Studies from 2014 show that hip fractures in older adults carry a terrifying 20 to 30% chance of death within 1 year. Mobile, strong hips prevent the missteps and instability that lead to these catastrophic breaks. Targeting rotation. You must specifically train internal and external rotation. Everyday movement ignores this. Training rotation strengthens the deep stabilizing muscles of the hip, which are vital for single-leg balance and safe walking. Progressive practice. Beginner. Focus on the 90/90ths hip rotation. Drill, sitting on the floor with both knees bent at 90 degrees and gentle pelvic rocks. Use your hands for support and increase the range slowly. Intermediate. Start exploring low pigeon poses and Cossack squats. Focus on increasing the load and reducing hand assistance. Advanced. Practice full locomotion patterns, such as crawling, stepping, and flowing across the floor with ease. The goal is complete, unassisted freedom of movement in all directions. The takeaway. Strong, mobile hips are your best life insurance. They make your gait more stable and your body more resilient to sudden changes in terrain. Train your hips to be foolproof daily. Moving strength is only half the battle. Strength that holds you still. Isometric strength is your shield against unexpected instability and the ultimate anti-fall armor. Movement 5. Isometrics and core stability. Isometrics are holds, like planks and wall sits, that train stability, balance, and resilience. This is your body's ability to resist outside forces and instantly correct a slip or trip. The stability equals survival principle. Falls are the second leading cause of accidental death worldwide in older adults. Isometrics train the small, deep stabilizing muscles of the core, hip, and ankle to fire instantly when you need them most. The full body holds. This practice integrates the strength you built in the previous 4 movements, forcing the entire kinetic chain to work as one rigid unit. Progressive practice. Beginner. Start with wall sits and elbow planks. Focus on holding for short, perfect intervals, 30 to 45 seconds. Intermediate. Progress to side planks, single leg balances, unassisted, and isometric squats. Increase the duration of the holds. Advanced. Move to loaded carries, carrying heavy weights while walking, static gymnastics holds, and advanced isometric positions like the horse stance or middle split holds for the lower body. The takeaway. Stability equals survival. Train your holding strength daily. By training the strength that holds you still, you bulletproof your future against the unexpected. These 5 movements are not simple fitness hacks. They are human non-negotiables, validated by global orthopedic and geriatric research. They target the precise vulnerabilities that aging and inactivity create. Hanging, grip, and shoulders. Addresses the BMJ's warning about low grip strength being a mortality biomarker. It pulls the spine apart, offering critical decompression that walking and sitting destroy. Deep squat. Hips and ankles. Reclaims the full range of motion lost to chair use, ensuring your joints stay lubricated and mobile, countering the stiffness that increases fall risk. Sit to stand. Power and independence. Directly trains the life-saving skill measured by the sitting rising test, which shows a profound correlation between mobility and longevity. Hip mobility. Balance and fall defense. Protects against hip fractures, a catastrophe with a 20 to 30% 1-year mortality rate, by strengthening the deep stabilizers crucial for balance correction. Isometrics. Stability and core. Builds the anti-fall armor, training the instantaneous muscle response needed to counteract unexpected slips, directly addressing the Lancet's data on accidental death in older adults. The body is an adaptable machine at any age. The key is providing the right stimulus, a combination of full range of motion, resistance, and balance challenge that your daily routine currently lacks. This 5-movement protocol is that stimulus. The message is clear and definitive. Movement is medicine, and you can absolutely reverse functional aging. Decline is not inevitable. It is a choice perpetuated by inactivity and believing the wrong fitness advice. We have revealed the 5 fundamental human movements that restore strength, freedom, and resilience. Hang to grip more life and decompress your spine. Squat to stay functionally human and mobile. Sit to stand to guarantee your independence. Free your hips to make your body foolproof against disaster. Build stability to create your anti-fall armor. These 5 are not just exercises. They are the human non-negotiables that will keep you strong enough to travel, sharp enough to enjoy every moment, and independent enough to live life on your own terms well into your later years. The action mandate. Do not wait for symptoms to appear. Every day you practice these movements is a day you are actively building a stronger, more capable future. Your future self will thank you for making the choice to move today. If this video has inspired you to reclaim your independence, hit the like button now. Share it with someone who needs to hear this truth, and subscribe for more science-backed strategies for longevity.